Good morning. Let's see the next problem. Calculate wages under 50:50 plan. Wage rate per hour is 40. Standard time is 110 hours. Time taken is 80 hours. See, 50:50 plan is nothing but your wholesale plan. Under wholesale plan, bonus is calculated at 50% of time saved. So that's why it is called as 50:50 plan. It means 50% bonus will be given, and also the actual work hours is also received by the worker. Wholesale plan earnings is equals to hours worked into rate per hour plus half of time saved into rate per hour. Number of hours, it's nothing but time taken by the worker is 80 hours into rate per hour is 40. So 80 into 40 plus half of time saved by the employee. So calculate time saved. Time saved is equals to standard time allowed minus time taken. Standard time allowed is 110 hours minus time taken is 80. So time saved is 30 hours. Time saved is 30 hours into rate per hour is 40. So 80 into 40, 3200 plus 30 into 40, 1200. Half of 1200 is 600. So 3200 plus 600 is 3800. The next problem is, from the following data, calculate the earnings under time rate system, piece rate system, wholesale plan, and Rowan plan. So here they are given information relating to three workers, worker A, worker B, and worker C. Standard time, they have given standard time for 100 units will be 35 hours, 40 hours, and 42 hours. Wages per unit. So rate per unit will be 2 rupees, 3 rupees, 4 rupees. Hourly rate of wages. It means rate per hour will be 7 rupees, 8 rupees, and 10 rupees. Actual time taken by the employees. Worker A is taking 50 hours, B is taking 48 hours, C is taking 46 hours. Actual output is 200 units, 150 units, and 125 units. So the main thing you have to remember here is, actually worker A is producing 200 units, but here the standard time is given only for 100 units. It means you need to calculate the standard time allowed for 200 units. Likewise, you need to calculate the standard time allowed for 150 units and also for 125 units, because here this is the time allowed only for 100 units. So let's see the problem. Under time rate system, earnings is equals to number of hours worked into rate per hour. So see the number of hours worked by the each employees. Worker is actual hours working will be 50 hours, worker B is 48 hours, and worker C is 46 hours. The rate per hour is 7 rupees, 8 rupees, and 10 rupees. So worker A, number of hours worked by the worker A is 50 hours into rate per hour is 7. So 50 into 7 you will get 350. And worker B is working for 48 hours. The rate per hour is 8. So 48 into 8 you will get 384. Like that, worker C is working for 46 hours into rate per hour is 10. So 46 into 10, 460. The second method is piece rate system. The formula is number of units produced into rate per unit. Here, worker A is producing 200 units, worker B is producing 150 units, and C is producing 125 units. And the rate per unit is 2 rupees, 3 rupees, and 4 rupees. So, under piece rate system, earnings is equals to number of units produced into rate per unit. So, worker A is producing 200 units, the rate per unit is 2. So, 200 into 2, 400 rupees. Worker B is producing 150 units. The rate per unit is 3. So 150 into 3, 450. Worker C is producing 125 units. 125 units into 4, you will get 500. The next method is wholesale plan. So the formula under wholesale plan is earnings is equals to hours worked or time taken by the employee into rate per hour plus half of time saved into rate per hour. So worker A is taking 50 hours into rate per hour is 7 plus half of time saved you have to calculate. See here, worker A actual time taken is 50 hours and the standard time allowed they have given for 100 units, but we need to calculate for 200 units. So first calculate the rate. 200 divided by 100, you will get 2. So that 2 rupees will be multiplied with the 35. You will get standard time allowed for worker A for 200 units. Like that, standard time allowed for worker B is 150 divided by 100 units. You will get 1.5. That will be multiplied for 40 hours. So 40 into 1.5, that will be the standard time allowed for worker B. Like that, 125 units divided by 100 units, you will get 1.25. That will be multiplied for 42 hours. So you will get standard time allowed for 125 units. So for worker A, time taken is 50 hours into rate per hour is 7. You need to calculate time saved. How you will calculate time saved? Time allowed or standard time allowed minus time taken. Here 35 is the standard time for 100 units. In order to calculate standard time for 200 units, 200 divided by 100 units, you will get 2. So 35 into 2 is 70. Minus time taken is 50. So time saved will be 20. So 50 into 7 plus half of time saved is 20 into rate per hour is 7. 50 into 7, 350 plus 140, half of 140 is 70. So 350 plus 70 is 420. Like that, you have to calculate for worker B. B is taking 48 hours, rate per hour is 8. Like first you need to calculate the time saved. Time allowed is, standard time allowed you need to calculate. 40 hours is for 100 units. So you need to calculate for 150 units. So first you divide 150 minus 100, you will get 1.5. That will be multiplied for 40. Then you will get standard time allowed for 150 units. So 40 into 1.5, you will get 60 minus time taken by the worker B is 48. So time saved is 12. So 48 into 8 plus half of time saved is 12 into rate per hour is 8. 48 into 8 is 384. 12 into 8, if you half this, you will get 48. So 384 plus 48 is 432. Then for worker C, first calculate time saved, time allowed minus time taken. So time allowed 42 hours is for the 100 units. You need to calculate for 125 units. So 125 units divided by 100 units, you will get 1.25. That will be multiplied for 42. So 42 into 1.25, you will get 52.5 minus time taken is 46. So time saved is 6.5. So number of hours or time taken by the employee C is 46 hours, rate is 10 per hour plus half of time saved is 6.5 into rate per hour is 10. So 46 into 10, 460, 6.5 into 10, 65, half of 65 is 32.5. So 460 plus 32.5, you will get 492.5. So like that, you need to calculate under row 1 plan also. Earnings is equals to hours worked into rate per hour plus time saved divided by time allowed into hours worked into rate per hour. So for worker A, number of hours worked by worker A or time taken by the A is 50 hours, rate per hour is 7, time saved we have calculated it as 20, standard time for 200 units is 70, and time taken is or has worked will be 50 and rate per hour is 7. So 50 into 7 you will get 350. 20 divided by 70, if you multiply this with 350 you will get 100. So 350 plus 100, the value will be 450. And for worker B, hours worked will be 48. 48 and the rate per hour is 8. Time saved is 12. Standard time allowed for 150 units, we have calculated it as 60. Hours worked will be 48 and the rate per hour is 8. So 48 into 8, you will get 384. 12 divided by 60, you will get 0.2. 0.2 into 48 into 8, 384. So 0.2 into 384, if you calculate it, you will get 76.8. So 384 plus 76.8, the value will be 460.8. Like that, calculate for worker C. Number of hours taken by the C is 46. The rate per hour is 10 plus Time saved is 6.5 divided by standard time, that is 52.5. This is for 125 units. Hours work will be 46 and the rate per hour is 10. So 46 into 10, 460. 6.5 divided by 52.5, you will get 0.1238. If you multiply this with 460, you will get 56.95. So 460 plus 56.95, the value will be 516.95. So we have calculated under 4 methods. The next problem is production section of a factory working on job order system and pays the wages to the workers under ROAN system. Workers also entitled for DNS allowance of rupees 96 per week of 48 hours. Wages rate is 80 per day of 8 hours. The job 1 and job 2 are allotted to the worker and the details of which are as follows. So job 1 and job 2, time allowed by job 1 is 25 hours, time taken by job 1 is 20. Time allowed by job 2 is 30 hours, time taken is 20. Material cost for both the job and indirect cost they have mentioned. Material cost for job 1 is 400, material cost for job 2 is 500. Indirect cost is 50% of wages and for job 2 is 100% of wages. Calculate the earnings of a worker for both the jobs and also calculate the factory cost for both the jobs. So you need to calculate the earnings. Here they are mentioned only under ROAN system. So calculate under ROAN system and you have to calculate the factory cost for both the job 1 and job 2. See, production section of a factory working on job order system and pays the wages to the workers under ROAN system. So here they are paying the earnings or they are paying the work wages to the workers on the basis of ROAN plan or ROAN system. Workers are entitled for DNS allowance. So if they have mentioned DNS allowance, you need to add DA for the ROAN plan formula. So DA you need to calculate the value. Rupees 96 is per week of 48 hours. So you need to calculate the DA per value 96 divided by 48, like that. Wages rate, so in order to calculate the ROAN system earnings we need rate per hour. So here they have given 80 rupees per day for 8 hours, so you need to calculate the wages rate per hour. 80 divided by 8, you will get 10 rupees. And they have given some details relating to the job 1 and job 2. So what's the formula under ROAN plan? Number of hours worked into rate per hour plus time saved divided by time allowed into hours worked into rate per hour. So here they have not given rate per hour directly. You need to calculate the rate per hour. 80 rupees the amount paid for day and the worker is working at 8 hours. So 80 divided by 8 you will get 10 per hour, and DA you need to calculate per value, that is 96 divided by 48 hours, you will get 2 rupees. So first you need to consider time taken, that is number of hours worked by the employee under the job 1 is 20 hours and standard time allowed is 25. So number of hours worked or time taken is 20. We have calculated the rate, that is 80 divided by 8 as 10 rupees, plus time saved is, see here standard time is 25 hours and the time taken is 20 hours. So time saved will be 5 hours divided by standard time is 25 into number of hours worked is 20 into rate per hour is 10. And if they have given DA in the problem, you need to add DA also. So on the basis of number of hours worked, you need to calculate the DA rate per hour. So we have calculated DA rate as 2. So 20 into 10 is 200. 5 divided by 25 into 200. If you multiply this, you will get 40. 20 into 2, 40. So 200 plus 40 plus 40, you will get 280. Like that, you have to calculate for job 2. So job 2, the time taken for job 2 is 20 and the standard time allowed is 30. So number of hours worked or time taken by the employees under job 2 is 20, rate per hour is 10, time saved. So how you will calculate time saved? Standard time allowed minus time taken. Standard time allowed is here 30, time taken is 20, so time saved will be 10. divided by time allowed, that is 30, into hours worked will be 20, into rate per hour is 10, plus DA. DA will be same for both the job. So 20 into 10, 200. 10 divided by 30, 0.33 into 200. If you multiply, you will get 66.67, plus DA, 20 hours worked into rate per DA will be 2. So 200 plus 66.67 plus 40, you will get 306.67. This is the wages or earnings under row 1 system for job 1 and job 2. Now you need to calculate the factory cost also. So for calculation of factory cost, they have given some information. One is material cost and indirect cost. So material cost for job 1 is 400 and job 2 is 500. Indirect cost will be 50% of wages for job 1, 100% of wages for job 2. So now remember your cost sheet. It will be started from direct material. So for job 1, direct material cost will be 400. For job 2, it is 500. And we have calculated just now direct wages as per row 1 system. For job 1, it is 280. For job 2 is 306.67. So there is no direct expenses. So if you add material cost plus direct wages, you will get prime cost. 400 plus 280, you will get 680. 500 plus 306.67, you will get 806.67. For the prime cost, if you add factory overheads, you will get factory cost or works cost. Here they have not given factory overhead directly. They will give factory overhead expenses, that is indirect cost. Indirect items will be considered under the factory overhead expenses. So for the job 1, they have mentioned it as 50% of direct wages. Here direct wages for job 1 is 280. So if you calculated 50% of 280, you will get 140. And for job 2, 100% of direct wages. So 100% of direct wages will be 306.67. 100% if you consider 306.67. So if you add 680 plus 140, 820 will be the factory cost of job 1. And if you add 806.67 plus 306.67, 1113.34 will be the factory cost of job 2. Thank you.